Hey Bridget, Kimberly here with Elite Roots Digital. First off, I want to thank you for the opportunity to go ahead and create this quick video for you. I'm going to keep this as short as I can, but I still want to make sure that I do provide you with some helpful information to help you get more traffic to your website so that your organization can get some more donations and you're able to help more people. So the first thing I'm going to go over is actually just a standard Google search here. Now, in this search, I've searched Food Pantry Cedar Rapids, and the reason I chose that particular term, and that is a keyword term. Anything that people search more than 10 times or so in a month in any area is called a keyword or a key term. So I actually have some tools that I'm able to see, what key terms are searched the most for a certain area, for a certain service or organization. And this one actually has around 300 searches per month in the Cedar Rapids area. So that's why I chose this particular term. I know you guys are not just a food pantry, but this is how you're going to get the most traffic to your site, is if you include this particular term in your site, which I know you don't really have that on your website at the moment. So as I kind of scroll through here, we're going to see, Google Maps has taken, okay, this food pantry Cedar Rapids, that's someone's looking for food banks. So Google has just made that correlation, and this area here is called the map pack. Ultimately, you'd want your organization to be in this top 3 section of this map pack area. And this is your Google business listing, which I know you do have. I found you over here when I just searched your organization itself. And I see here you've got 7 5-star reviews, so doing a great job there. Keep pushing to see if you can get more 5-star reviews. That will help get your Google business profile up to the top of that map section we were just talking about. There's a couple other things that kind of go into getting you into the top here. And that is, so of course the reviews. The other 2 things are going to be, really making sure you have everything possible filled out here, as well as having your business labeled as, it doesn't have to just be, I know right now you have yours as a nonprofit organization, and that's what you have your business labeled as in your Google business profile. However, you'll get more traffic to your website through this area of a Google search if you label it as a food bank. Again, I know that you're not just a food bank, you're not just a food pantry. I love everything that you guys do at Bridge Under the Bridge, but this video is for the purpose of trying to get more traffic to your website, and for that, labeling yourself as a food bank is going to get you more traffic to your website and be able to have you help more people. The last thing that kind of really helps getting this Google business profile into the top 3 here is what's called citations. Google gives out a citation for every time that they find your business or your organization listed in different areas across the web. So directories are oftentimes where you get the most citations, and directories are, even down here, foodpantries.org. This is a directory. This is a place where you can have your business listed, your organization listed, so that you get a citation and people will be able to find you. Even more, I looked into this one specifically just because it is at the very top. Sorry about that. I've got a dog deciding to bark here. Hopefully she calms down. All right. This one here is just at the very top, so I wanted to see if I could find you in this particular directory, and I did not. So that'd be a great option, is to just go in and see what local, and even some of the more non-local, like this one here is needhelppayingbills.com, and then it's got Lynn County as a separate page, a separate entity. So you could get yourself listed in this. That's going to give you another citation, and so on and so forth. There's tons of different places you can have your organization listed out there. And the more times that you're listed out there, the more people are going to be able to find you. And again, the more donations you're going to be able to get, and the more people are going to be able to find you that are needing help as well. Ultimately, to be in the top 3 here, the reason you want to be in the top 3 is because when someone is searching a search term, only the top 3 are shown, and then you'd have to click into more places to see more. But most people aren't going to do that. They're going to go with one of these top 3. The next area I'd like to talk about is going to be down here, which I kind of showed you a little bit, at least for some of these directory type sites. But what I'm looking for down here in the organic section is actually another food pantry or food service type organization. So as I kind of scroll down there are quite a few different directories right up here at the top, just giving people, different organizations, lists of organizations that are in the area. But then, I came down here and this particular organization is in that top spot past all of these lists, of course. So I wanted to kind of compare their site to yours, at least for their food service. I did notice that they offer quite a few different services to those in need, so I wanted to focus just on their food service portion as far as comparing the website, but then we're going to take a peek at the backside as well and just kind of show you where you can improve your website to get you a little bit higher on this list of organic section as well. As you see, there's typically about 10 different web pages on the main page of a Google site. So we're going to take a peek at theirs first, and then we're going to take another quick peek at yours, and then we're going to go to the back side. So if I take a peek at theirs here, again, I've just gone into the food assistance portion of their website rather than their main page or all of everything else that they do have as services for those in need. As I kind of look through, they've got quite a little bit of content going here, but they don't really have a lot, so they're definitely going to be beatable. Content matters because, Google and Google's bots are actually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, searching through different websites. And what they're trying to do is actually find the most quality and the best content for different searches that people are finding. And the way they do that is actually combination of both content and the amount of content that you have. Typically you want to have, around at least 1,000 words on a page that you want to have ranking and get on that first page of Google. And then on top of that, you want to try and squeeze in as many of these key terms that you want to be found for in that content on your page. So with them here, they don't have a whole lot of keywords on this particular page, but they are being found for quite a few keywords throughout their site. Now, if I jump over to your website here, I love this video up top. It had me teary-eyed for sure. I actually have family and my best friend that lived up in Cedar Rapids during the DeRay show. My parents actually lived in Marion at the time, and oh goodness, it was quite an experience. I'm down south of Iowa City at the moment and was at that time as well. We had a little bit of damage, but nothing like up there. I drove up 2 days after to try and help with cleanup and ended up spending the day in the hospital with my father in the ER for falling out of a tree he was trying to cut down. So, yeah, a lot of emotions when I think about that time for sure. And my best friend's daughter actually has some PTSD and lasting effects emotionally from that as well. She was 5 years old at the time of the DeRay show, and even now when a bad storm comes through, she is almost inconsolable. So yeah, definitely some powerful emotions from that time, and I love what you guys are doing, helping people out in need. I mean, so much was destroyed during that time. So many people need help. So as I kind of scroll through your website here, definitely going to need some more content to get you up on that front page of Google. Again, those Google bots, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for content. They're looking to know that the site that they're sending people to actually has the information that someone is looking for when they search a particular term. To do that, you need content and you need those particular terms on your website. All right, the last thing I want to talk to you about is going to be the backside of your website. I use a tool called Ahrefs to kind of look at the backside. This is just a snapshot. And the biggest thing I want you to pay attention to is this UR and DR. UR is the trust Google has in your site, and DR is the strength that Google has assigned for your site. Now, and the DR is based on, for the most part, your backlinks and referring domains here. Some are a lot stronger than others. I mean, I've seen DRs this low or even lower with, 1,000 backlinks. And that's because there are backlinks that are pretty spammy. If you go out and try and find a site that's offering, 100 backlinks for a very low price, those are probably going to be really spammy backlinks. They aren't going to do your site a whole lot of good. They'll do a little bit, but really not a whole lot of good. So you really want to focus on getting quality backlinks. Backlinks are just a shout out from another site that's gone ahead and said, yeah, you can list your website on our site. Sometimes that comes with, you're able to list a description, and sometimes it's literally just your web page address. So if we take a peek at that competition page, I want to show you what theirs looks like. So they've got a UR of 27 and a DR of 35. And you see here they've got 62 referring domains and 142 backlinks, so they're definitely exceeding you in this area, as well as these numbers here. As I said, these are the most important, and really you want these as even as possible, so they're doing a pretty good job here as well. However, I do know that we can get you up above these guys, or at least on the first page of Google without too much trouble. I could try and keep things as cost effective as possible, especially knowing that you guys are a nonprofit, if I was to help you. But you can go out and try and do some of this on your own as well. That's why I'm providing you this information. Lastly, this organic keywords here. See, they've got 267 currently, and you right now, we're sitting over here at only 2 and not really any traffic to your website, versus they're getting 121 clicks to their website per month. So that's, again, another area, we kind of hit on that a little bit when we went over your website, that you really want to have as many keywords and as much content as you can. You don't want to go too awful hard on the content. Anything over around 2,000, 2,500 or so words is actually seen as a little bit more spammy. Google doesn't want people to have to read through too horribly much content in order to find what they're looking for either. There's kind of that sweet spot in the middle. Alright, Bridget, that is all I'm going to do for you today. I do hope that you found some of this information really helpful. I hope you're able to make use of it, and if you would like help with anything that I went over, please feel free to reach out. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Again, I'm going to take as much of the profit for myself out of it as I can, because you guys are a nonprofit and I love and totally believe in what you guys are doing. So please do reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I'll reach out and just kind of check in on you and see if you were able to watch this video, and just hoping for a little bit of feedback. I do these for free for everyone, and the only thing I do ask is just a little bit of feedback, because, I want to know that I'm actually helping people too. All right, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.